Welcome to this how-to screencast brought to you by Salesforce Support. In this video, we'll troubleshoot a few common issues you may encounter when trying to retrieve knowledge using Agentforce service agents. Let's say your Agentforce service agent is not responding, or it's providing inaccurate answers. These outcomes can happen when you're using the general FAQ topic or the answer questions with knowledge action, or in general when grounding your agent with your knowledge base. Let's explore these scenarios and a few key areas to check to resolve these issues quickly. Our first scenario takes us to Agent Builder, where we're using an Agentforce service agent to troubleshoot a wind turbine rotor that's not turning. In Agent Builder's conversation preview pane, we ask the agent for help, but it doesn't respond because it can't find the right knowledge, even though there are knowledge articles relevant to this topic. Let's fix this issue step by step. First, let's open Knowledge and make sure the agent is assigned the relevant Agentforce data library to ground our knowledge base. In this example, Knowledge Ingestion is the data library we're setting up to ground our knowledge-based responses. So we'll choose that from the Data Library dropdown and click Save. Let's also check Data Space Access. Navigate back to Setup, and in Agent Studio, select Agentforce Service Agent and view the user on the Details page. Back in Setup, under Administration, click Users and select Agentforce Service Agent. Scroll down to Permission Set Assignments and select the Agentforce Service Agent User Permission Set. In the Apps section, select Data Cloud Space Management and click Edit in the Data Spaces section. Ensure that the agent has access to the data spaces by checking the default box, and click Save. Next, verify if the agent has read access on knowledge and the correct field level security permissions. In the Service Knowledge Access Permission set, click Object Settings. Use the keyboard shortcut Command or Control-F to open a quick find box to search for knowledge, then verify that the correct permissions for knowledge are there. Finally, scroll down to the Knowledge Management section to check that the Allow View Knowledge checkbox is enabled. These settings ensure that the agent has proper visibility into the knowledge base when generating responses. Now that we've validated and updated the required settings, let's head back to Agent Builder and ask the agent the same question from our first scenario. In this second scenario, the service agent is now responding, but we're unsure whether the response is accurate, inaccurate, or referencing the right knowledge articles. Let's troubleshoot. First, make sure the agent is explicitly instructed to include sources or citations in responses. This helps verify which knowledge articles are being used for grounding. Navigate to Knowledge and select the Show Sources checkbox at the bottom of the screen. Be sure to click Save. Back in Topics, select the General FAQ dropdown and scroll down to the Instructions section. It's also a best practice to update the instructions to include citation references so that every response cites its knowledge source. Back in the Conversation Preview pane, let's rerun this query with our agent. Copy the question, click Refresh, paste the question into the field, and click to generate a reply. The agent provides a response, including the link to the knowledge article for grounding. There is another way to verify if the agent is retrieving data correctly. Navigate to Prompt Builder in Setup, and in the Prompt Templates section, select Answer Questions with Knowledge or your custom template. Under Configuration, you can test retrieval accuracy by selecting Test Inputs and provide a free text query and retriever ID. To get the retriever ID, go to the app launcher and search for Einstein Studio. Select Retrievers, and select your retriever. And copy the retriever ID from the URL. Back in the Test Inputs area, paste the ID in the corresponding field to ensure responses are pulling from the correct retriever source. Then, click Preview. This helps conform to the right knowledge articles that are being fetched. And you can monitor the results in the Resolution and Response sections to see all knowledge sources and chunks used to return the response. If you're comfortable with structured query language or SQL, you can take this a step further by verifying hybrid search results. In Data Cloud, click the Einstein Studio tab, navigate to Retrievers, and select your retriever. Under Version Details, copy the query template. Access Query Editor. Select your existing workspace or create a new workspace. In the query editor, paste the query from the previous step. Run the query to check if the knowledge article chunks being retrieved match the expected results. In the query results section, the score indicates the similarity score of each vector to the input search string. The chunk was used to generate the vector embedding. The source record ID indicates the knowledge article ID. Here's a quick breakdown of the query, which is the string that represents the object API name of the index DLM. First, this is a string that represents the object API name of the index DLM. Search string is the search string for the vector search. You can also include additional attributes like language and any other pre-filtering condition. Here, 30 is the limit of results from the vector search. And finally, this is the API name of your chunk DLM. Visit the help guide, linked in the description below for more details. By following these steps, we ensure our service agent pulls responses from the right knowledge articles and provides more accurate answers for our specific needs. To learn more, be sure to check out our other videos. You can also search for topics in Salesforce Help or come join us on the trail at trailhead.salesforce.com. Thanks for watching.